This is the last weekly review of 2020 we had the pleasure of presenting you. The Army Recognition Group's team sincerely wishes you a better year 2021 than what we all have endured this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We warmly thank our customers, subscribers and followers. The situation is expected to progressively get back to normal in 2021, starting with IDEX 2021 in Abu Dhabi, where our team will participate in force. Keep safe and be happy. 4 news published on armyrecognition.com drew your particular attention last week. The French Army received its first 5,000 Glock 17 pistols and 150 FN-SCAR-H PR precision rifles. General Dynamics has been awarded Danish follow-on order for 56 patrol and 1 Reconnaissance Open Eagle 4x4 armored vehicles. The Russian Army trains cohesion between tanks and the BMPT fire support vehicles. And General Dynamics will produce more M1A2 SEP V3 Abrams main battle tanks for the US Army. The delivery of the first 5,000 Glock 17 pistols and 150 FN-SCAR-H PR sniper rifles to the French Army is part of the 2019-2025 military programming law, which embodies the effort at Human Hate, led by Florence Parly, Minister of the Armed Forces, in particular a broader desire to renew small equipment intended for the French forces. The 5th generation PSA Glock 17 replaces the PAMAC 50 and PAMAS G1. The new pistol is intended for use in event of rapid action and the need for self-protection. The 9mm Glock 17 has a capacity of 17 rounds. The FN-SCAR-H PR semi-automatic sniper rifle will succeed the FR F2 rifle. It will equip the Army snipers. The FN-SCAR-H PR is chambered in 7.62 NATO caliber. The rifle weighs 6.75 kg in combat order with a magazine. It's delivered with Schmidt & Bender optics, sound suppressor, bipod, carrying bag and sets of accessories. The Danish Ministry of Defense awarded a contract to General Dynamics European Land Systems MOAG to deliver 56 Eagle patrol vehicles and the first prototype of the Reconnaissance Open variant. The second order is part of the Armored Patrol Vehicle Framework Agreement, which DDLS, MOAG and the Danish Ministry of Defense signed in June 2017 after the Eagle 4x4 was selected as the winner of the tender. Deliveries of the 57 vehicles will begin by the end of 2021 and will be completed in 2022. The vehicle's inherent growth potential ensures the ability for future upgrades and technology insertion over the vehicle's lifetime. The Eagle family of vehicles is a highly successful light tactical vehicle family with more than 1,500 Eagles in service worldwide. The BMPT concept emerged in the 1980s and actively developed because of the war in Afghanistan and then in Chechnya. It was initially planned to create a combat vehicle with various arms to destroy anti-tank weapons in a single combat formation with tanks. The design was several times suspended, but BMPT supporters each time succeeded to have it resumed. The issue of a direct tank support in the battlefield and on the march is not new. It is at least 80 years old. World War II offered the possibility to test the concept of tank support by combat vehicles on the march and in the battlefield. Self-propelled anti-aircraft guns defended the tanks against air attacks. It is necessary to comprehend how to engage BMPT in a real clash. Concept designers proposed to replace infantry. Now they propose that BMPT should support infantry and advertise it as a fire support combat vehicles at international arms shows. Which missions can BMPT fulfill? It destroys armor at major distances by Atacama missiles and can operate at the front line like a tank due to the armor. However, BMPT capabilities to fight aircraft are limited. The vehicle has no radar or other means to detect air targets, which decreases fire effectiveness. Properly trained helicopter and jet pilots can destroy a tank column with or without BMPT. The situation is even worse if modern combat drones attack. In a word, BMPT concept offers no breakthrough. It is not limited to the 12 vehicles of the initial contract, and Uralvagonzavod finds customers in Russia and abroad. The hardware is likely to be upgraded from the available tanks rather than produced anew. The torque is about T-72 undercarriage of previous and morally outdated modifications. They cannot return from warehouses without an upgrade by modern requirements. The customer will have to decide whether to choose modernization and keep the initial designation or remake the vehicle into BMPT. General Dynamics Land System has been awarded a $4,620 million contract to produce M1A2 SEP V3 Abrams main battle tanks for the US Army. The SEP V3 is a modernized version of the M1A2, offering enhanced protection and survivability, as well as higher lethality than the previous version of the M1 Abrams series. The new tank also features a new armor, communications, reliability, sustainment, and fuel efficiency. The main armament of the M1A2 SEP V3 remains the 120mm smoothbore cannon. The tank is fitted with a low-profile crow for commonly remotely operated weapon system. This improves the tank commander's situational awareness and significantly lowers the profile of the weapon station. The SEP V3 is equipped with an improved IED capability electronic warfare built on the vehicle. This tank is fitted with an improved forward-looking infrared system to identify targets. 4 news published on NavyRecognition.com drew particular attention last week. The USS Daniel Inouye, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer built for the US Navy, has completed sea trials. US and French navies conduct an interoperability naval exercise with submarines off the coast of Guam. Portsmouth Naval Shipyard safely undocked USS Santa Fe, a Los Angeles-class submarine of the US Navy. And Russia plans to upgrade the Admiral Vinogradov's antisubmarine ship. The future USS Daniel Inouye DDG 118, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer built for the US Navy, successfully completed builder's trial on the 9th of December after spending 4 days at sea off the coast of Bath, state of Maine. Builder's trial consists of a series of in-port and at-sea demonstrations that allow the shipbuilder, General Dynamics Bath Iron Works, and the Navy to assess the ship's system and its readiness for delivery. The future USS Daniel Inouye will return to sea to conduct acceptance trial by the Navy's Board of Inspection and Survey early in 2021. During acceptance trials, all systems will be inspected and evaluated to ensure quality and operational readiness prior to the Navy accepting delivery. The keel of DDG 118 was laid on 14 May 2018 and christened on 22nd of June 2019. The US and French navies have conducted an interoperability military naval exercise off the coast of Guam with the Los Angeles-class fast attack submarine USS Asheville, the SSN 758, and the French Navy Ruby-class nuclear-powered submarine Embraer, the S-604. The US Navy USS Asheville and the French Navy Ruby-class Embraer submarines practice high-end maritime skills in a multitude of disciplines designed to enhance interoperability between both naval forces. USS Asheville is one of the 4 forward-deployed attack submarines assigned to Submarine Squadron 15, located at Polaris Point, Naval Base Guam in Upper Harbor. The Embraer is a Ruby-class nuclear-powered attack submarine in service with the French Navy. The submarine was launched in April 1986 and commissioned in September 1988. She can reach a top speed of 25 knots with a maximum cruising range of 8,500 nautical miles or 15,700 kilometers. Portsmouth Naval Shipyard safely undocked USS Santa Fe, the SSN 763 Los Angeles-class submarine of the US Navy, on schedule on December the 14th. Completion of this key event continues the critical path to deliver Santa Fe, but also maintains the vital construction timeline for the Dry Dock No. 1 superfluid basin at the shipyard. The facility of construction projects around Dry Dock No. 1 directly support the Navy's shipyard infrastructure optimization program designed to improve the efficiency of the naval shipyards to better execute maintenance and modernization of ships and submarines to provide the Navy the nation needs. Portsmouth Naval Shipyard is America's leader for attack submarine maintenance, repair, and modernization. Santa Fe and a crew of 16 officers and 127 enlisted personnel arrived at the shipyard on the 15th of August 2019. The Los Angeles-class submarines are fitted with 12 vertical launching system tubes able to fire Tomahawk cruise missiles and Harpoon anti-ship missiles. The submarines also have 4 21-inch 533mm torpedo tubes, as well as Mark 67 and Mark 60 Captor mines. The Russian Defense Ministry plans to upgrade the Admiral Vinogradov anti-submarine ship of Project 1155. It has been decided to arm it with Caliber and Uran missiles and later with hypersonic Zircon missiles. The Admiral Vinogradov will have its air defense reinforced. The ship will operate in the Pacific Fleet. Admiral Vinogradov will be the second Project 1155 warship to be upgraded. The first one was Marshal Shaposhnikov, which began running trials in 2020. It's armed with Caliber and Uran missiles. Defense Ministry and industry sources said the decision in principle to consider the upgrade of Admiral Vinogradov had been made. The final decision will follow after the state of the warship and the amount of work are specified. Sources said the warship will have bigger firepower than Marshal Shaposhnikov. She is likely to be armed with Pantsir M anti-aircraft system. Project 1155 warships have been the backbone of the Russian Navy for a long time. 3 news published on airrecognition.com drew your particular attention last week. The Boeing unmanned Loyal Wingman conducted its first high-speed taxi tests. The Russian Armed Forces will receive 10 Mi-8 AMTSH VN helicopters in 2021. And Embraer delivered the 4th C-390 Millennium airlifter to the Brazilian Air Force. Boeing Australia and the Royal Australian Air Force have completed the first high-speed taxi test of the Loyal Wingman unmanned aircraft in preparation for its first flight. Boeing test personnel monitored the aircraft's performance and instrumentation from a ground control station to verify the functionality while the drone reached accelerated speeds. The uncrewed aircraft has been undergoing low, medium and high-speed taxi testing at a remote location in Australia. Boeing and the Australian Air Force will resume final taxi tests and preparations for flight in early 2021 when the range reopens. More than 35 Australian suppliers of the insulin industry have contributed to the aircraft development, including investment partner BAE Systems Australia, which has been embedded with the Boeing test team on site. The delivery of the Mi-8 AMTSH VN helicopter to the Russian Armed Forces is planned to begin in 2021. A helicopter prototype is currently being tested at the Mil and Kamov National Helicopter Center. Russian Deputy Defense Minister Alexei Kryushko said the Ulan-Ude aircraft plant has proved itself as a reliable supplier of the Russian Defense Ministry. The plant is fulfilling its commitment under the state's defense procurement program ahead of schedule. The Mi-8 AMTSH VN is designed for special operations. During the Army 2019 forum, a contract was signed with the Russian Ministry of Defense for the supply of 10 units of this Mi-8 variant that features increased combat survivability and protection provided by an onboard defensive aid suit and titanium alloy armor covering the cockpit and vital units. In addition, the helicopter has better armament. The Brazilian company Embraer delivered the 4th C-390 Millennium multi-mission medium military transport aircraft of a total of 28 units to the Brazilian Air Force. Like the 3 aircraft already in operation, the 4th one will be operated by the 1st Troop Transport Group. All 28 aircraft ordered by the Brazilian Air Force are equipped to perform aerial refueling missions with the designation KC-390 Millennium. A joint project between the Brazilian Air Force and Embraer, the C-390 Millennium and the KC-390 Millennium fly faster and carry more cargo than other military freighters of the same size. The aircraft require fewer on-demand inspections and maintenance, combined with highly reliable systems and components, which reduces the time on the ground and overall operating costs, contributing to excellent availability levels and low life cycle costs.